It's Friday morning. We've been up very early. We've left Melbourne. We've been up for over 3 hours and I'm on my third coffee already. The sunrise this morning was magnificent, beautiful frost and a low hung cloud in the paddock. Man, it was glorious. But we're making our way to the highest location on this little journey, which is up in Jindabyne, which I think is that way, up in the snowy mountains. And every builder in Australia has to deal with various conditions which make their building process unique. Josh from Lean-To Constructions is very unique because where he builds, the ground freezes. They get snow on the roofs. So there's different things that he has to do to adapt. As estimators, we have to adapt to that as well. So that's why we're doing this tour. We're going to go and see Josh and learn a little bit more about him, how he builds and where he builds. Well, it has been a day today, up at 2 a.m. Big drive, took us 8 hours with a couple of stops, but here we are up in the high country, snowy mountains.
That's it.
With Josh from Lean-To. Thanks, mate. It's a Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
Appreciate you taking time.
No worries.
First thing that strikes me, what elevation are we?
1100 here.
We drove from sea level.
Yep.
And it's about fucking 10 degrees warmer up here.
Yeah, it's beautiful up here.
What's going on?
That would be the increased UV that we get up here.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm really thankful that we could get up here. It was a mission, but well worth it, because what working with you and coming to this region really showcases and highlights is the building conditions that you have to deal with. They're so different from almost everywhere else in Australia, right?
Yeah, yep.
So the thing is, like, I'll name a couple, you can name the rest, but
yep.
like obviously snow.
Yep.
Frozen ground.
Yep.
Bushfire, I'd imagine.
Yep. Yeah, we're in a bushfire zone here, even though it's farmland. Yep.
Yep. What are the other things that are unique to building in this region?
Oh, well, as we just said, we've got increased UV. We get quite high winds here as well. So, you know, we're technically classified N3, but we build well beyond those standards.
Right.
I think Bretto, who's pottering around out the back somewhere, he had 100 kilometre-hour winds here.
Wow.
The other week, and that was probably only medium sort of storm that we get. So,
and when those winds come, like, Mount Kosciuszko is just directly over there.
Yep.
So there's, what'd you say, Perisher, Thredbo, and then Kosciuszko just beyond.
Yep.
So that's, from here, that's what? That's west?
That's west, yeah, northwest sort of through there.
So the big winds come from there?
Yeah, how straight through this valley and pretty much straight up where we're sort of looking.
Yeah, right.
Straight at the front of the house.
Pointing straight at that nice little overhang right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nice.
A nice little clencher just to think about at night when the wind starts blowing. So.
Well, that's what makes it incredible, right? And do you, so all the things that you have to think about, that they'd be code related, some of them, but a lot of them you just have to pick up from experience, right? And just, the local knowledge, really.
Yeah, so I did a lot of subcontracting before I started my business down here. And I learned a lot of the tricks of the trade from some good old boys that had worked here and grown up in building for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, things like snow straps on gutters even, because we've got to prepare for, you know, the once in a lifetime storms, the 50-year and 100-year. So, you know, even something as simple as those little outriggers up there, you know, on a normal SIP panel, they're not required, but for snow loading they are.
Yep.
And then all our gutters need metal straps to connect the gutter to the frame of the roof so that the snow doesn't rip the gutter off.
The snow doesn't pull off.
So there's a whole lot of things that, you know, goes above and beyond.
The extra UV is harder on the coating, so that all that metal would have an extra coating, I imagine. It would be ultra coated, would it?
Not quite as bad as the coast, but it's all your timber work and paint always cops it.
Yeah.
You know, you're about roughly 15% more UV here. There's an equation that's about 5% every 300 metres you go above sea level.
Yeah,
so.
right. So
the
things that you learn with experience, the things that we learn as estimators over time by being able to help you out and learn so much about that sort of stuff, which is cool. What's the best building material to use up here?
Well, I mean, if you look behind us, we've got stone.
That stone there?
So that's locally sourced granite.
That's out of the paddock?
Yeah, out of the paddock. So that's really hardy. And then we just try and use a lot of hardwoods if we are going to use timber.
Yeah.
We'll go for Australian hardwoods because they definitely...
Local hardwood? Like, is there much, there wouldn't be harvesting happening up here?
No, it's all national park, but we get stuff from the coast, so we get a lot of Mount Nash.
Right.
And blackbutt and stuff like that.
Yeah, right.
But then good old colour bond as well. That'll cop the beating.
Yeah,
so.
Cool. How long have you been building up here, and what was your journey to get to where you are?
So I did my trade in Sydney, and did my builder's licence course and stuff like that at a young age. Got to 21, and just had the challenges of trying to tell grown men what to do when you barely got hairs on your chest.
Oh yeah.
So that pushed me to come down here. I did a bit of a gap year.
Oh, so you pushed back when you were trying to grow your career in Sydney?
A little bit, yeah.
Right.
And not badly, but just, you know, you have your challenges that you face, and I hadn't stopped since I left school, so I figured, you know, I'll have my gap year and come down here, and did a season as a lifty up at Perisher back in 2011.
Right.
And then got swept up in the ski industry for about the best part of 10 years, but in between that started subcontracting with some local builders.
Right.
That's how we started to learn all the tricks and codes and stuff like that. And then we kicked Lean-To Constructions into gear in 2014.
Right.
And then it's been a journey of ups and downs ever since, but we're cruising along quite nicely. We're building some really cool projects like the one behind me.
Yep. How many projects you got generally running, or what's about your sweet spot for?
We normally try and have one big one and then one sort of this size running in the background.
Okay.
As well as being the snowy mountains and having to deal with all the environmental effects, we also live quite regionally, so it's busy at the moment because it's winter time. There's a lot of seasonal staff that are flooding in, and people on holidays and tourism and stuff, but then in summer we sort of struggle to find trades and all that sort of thing. And we also have the challenge of getting materials here because we're at the end of a freight line. So yeah.
It's all truck.
Yeah, all back of the truck basically. So started doing that in 2014, just learning the tricks as we sort of went as well. Smaller jobs, growing. Yeah. And then now we sort of do this sort of stuff, and hopefully we've got another one over the hill over there. We seem to be working in this part of Jindabyne a lot lately, but
it's a pretty sweet spot to work.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Gorgeous. I grew up in a bit of a small town. I know rumours spread quickly and Chinese whispers happen, and you know, we all face both business challenges and personal challenges as we grow in our lives and careers.
Yep.
How do you find that in a town like this, and for you personally, what's that been like while maintaining your own self-worth and your business's self-worth? You know?
That's a good question. It's been challenging. I take a lot of pride in what we do. I am obviously a product of my team as well, so like the work behind me doesn't just happen because of myself. So I'm lucky I've got a really good crew as well. But taking that amount of pride, you know, there's always that little voice in the back of your head wondering what your reputation's like in town and all that sort of thing. So, you know, and that it probably relates back to the client journey while we're pricing and stuff like that. You know, having the security of knowing that we've priced our job, you know, down to the line item. There aren't going to be any unexpected blowouts, which, you know, you hear the horror stories everywhere of that. But the weight of those things happening in a small town, you know, the rumour mill runs quickly. It gets out of control quite quickly too. So managing it on a building level, business level, that's one thing. What about the personal side of things when in a small town? You know, that people become divided pretty quickly when something's going on for you personally. I would imagine it gets a bit tricky. Yeah, it does. I think as I've been growing a bit older and more mature, slowly but surely. You know, I used to hang out in town all the time while I was in the early stages of business, and now I sort of hang out a little bit more at home and sort of have changed my stomping grounds a little bit.
Sure.
So, you know, it always weighs in. I think knowing that we're just doing our best and, you know, trying to deliver our product and the way our product gets built and how the clients feel at the end of their journey, that's like how we manage it business-wise. Personal-wise, I've got a perfectly good ski hill up there, so you know, when the head noise gets too much, you just go strap your board on and go for a shred and come back down the hill. I'm pretty lucky, you know, most people can go to the surf and, you know, have a paddle for half an hour in the morning. I can go up there and, you know, ride till 10 o'clock and then come home.
Yeah, that's good.
So
that's your mental
that's the
escape.
the cup filler for sure.
Yeah, well, it's really impressive, mate, and it was a gorgeous drive up here today, but it became even more spectacular the closer we got.
Yep.
And then once we arrived, it's just like, wow, what a beautiful place.
Yeah, we take it for granted. I mean, you turn around from here and look at what we're looking at, and it's just, we see this every day. So
you're lucky.
We're spoiled.
Well, it's awesome to come up and meet you in person. I know we've met at a couple of events in Melbourne before.
Yeah.
No, is it Melbourne?
Yeah.
Tassie. Melbourne
and Tassie, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But great to meet you and see your patch and what you do and what you have to deal with and the beautiful work you're doing. And I really appreciate you taking the time out to let us into town, mate.
Yeah, no worries. No, it's good to have you.
Yeah, we'll try not to destroy your reputation when we go out for a beer tonight.
Oh, that's all right, I'm coming with you. So.
Excellent, thanks, mate.
No worries.
Well, let's have a look inside, eh?
Yeah, we'll go have a squeeze.
Well, there you go. It's been a very long day, quite the journey. We left so early this morning at 2 a.m. I think we've been on the road all day. We're at 17 hours or something right now of being on the road, and you know, but it's worth it because the journey and the location that's brought us here has been really rewarding and incredibly satisfying to see this beautiful country. But also the journey, I guess you think about the journey as an estimator, having to learn about all these building methods and the methodology and the practices that are required in regions like this. It's a journey, and that's actually what I love, because my journey as a businessman, as an estimator, is still growing, and that's probably the most valuable thing I've got about today. The most valuable thing I'm going to get out of today is going to be the cold beer I know is waiting for me at the Jindabyne brewery. So let's go and have a beer with Josh.